Hey, what's up, gang? This your boy, Connis McBride, veteran, father, and son of God, right? Look, today, man, I just got my hands on this studio equipment, right? Found out how to react to videos and everything. And today, I got a quick video to do my little trial run to figure out this system, right? And in the news today, I heard about the student loans are about to resume payments in a few months. And so we just gonna react to that. It's great content. It's about finance and it's right up my alley, man. I'm a student right now. My wife was a student. She had student loan debt. But look, our student loans got forgiven, baby. You feel me? We are disabled veterans. And that is one of the perks of being a disabled veteran. Student loan forgiveness. And active duty also have that benefit of student loan forgiveness. This is why I push the military. I am a, I am a military advocate and I am a VA advocate, right? The benefits are awesome. So we in total had about $60,000 of student loans forgiven, right? And I'm trying to put you guys on game, right? I want you guys to eat too. So all my veterans out there, you got student loans, or are you in school and you want to take out student loans? And you're at 100%, you will get your student loan. You have a one-time student loan forgiveness, and it will forgive your student loans. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get this video up for you guys, right? Bear with me. I'm new to this system, right? All of this kind of new to me, so we're gonna get this up. All right, bet.
The bill is passed.
Congress approved a wide-reaching bipartisan debt ceiling deal this week, but one provision of the deal prevents the Biden administration from extending the pause on student loan repayments.
This means that borrowers could have to start paying again in just a few months. Mike Pierce is the executive director of the Student Borrower Protection Center. He covers this day in and day out. Mike, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
What guidance do we have on this deal for student loan debt repayment?
So there are still some unknowns here, but what we do know is that as part of that deal, the White House and Republicans in Congress agreed to a timeline to restart student loan payments for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic. And taking a step back, it's important to know that the vast majority of people that have student loans haven't had to make a payment and haven't been charged interest for more than 3 years. And so this is a
So I want to talk in between this, man. Just hear this out. Majority of people that had student loan for these past 3 years didn't have no interest to worry about, and they didn't have no payment. What do you think a person that had $100,000 student loan? I think the average student loan is around $60,000 to $100,000. Now, the average person that had these monthly student loan payments, right? And they didn't have to pay them for 3 years, and we talking about they saving about $300 to $500 a month, right? Because they don't have to pay their student loan debt, right? So, what do you think they did with this money? Do you think they were saving it, or do you think they were spending it? Do you think they had that lifestyle creep and slowly started buying new cars or getting that BBL, financing that new purse? Or do you think they were saving and investing this money, making a down payment for a house or something, right? I don't think they were saving and investing it. I think they was just adding to the inflation with the money, right? I think college in general, I think college teaches you bad spending habits, right? You go to college, no job, no money, and take out debt for a job, for a degree, for a job that you might not even want to work in. You know what I mean? And then you might not get the job, and then you pay $60,000 for a master's in basket weaving, right? It gotta stop. Somebody gotta stop the cycle. So I'm here. I am here as the force of good, and I want to reach out to these kids. I want to reach out to these teenagers before they get out. And my only way of reaching out is through this medium right here. Right now, I have kids. I have a family, so I don't have time to go into schools and work with the kids. But that is a goal of mine. But in the meantime, I'm going to reach out through this medium. So maybe you have kids. Maybe you have a kid that graduated. Maybe it's a kid that's watching this. Maybe you got a little cousin you mentor. You know? So spread the word. College, I don't think is it. I think when kids graduate school, get straight to work, get some work ethic. And preferably go to the military. I think every American should do at least 2 years in the military. That's just my opinion. Military or prison. 2 years. The choice is yours. Let's let this ride, man.
Really big change for families that have student loans.
Who does this deal affect, and could that change?
So there are more than 40 million Americans that have student loans, and folks that have been covered by the student loan payment pause include everybody that has a loan that's owned by the federal government. And that is more than 90% of all student loan borrowers. So what it does is it preserves the government's ability to decide how much people have to repay and who actually gets a bill on what timeline. But you're going to see the president stand up at the podium and say the student loan payment pause is over. And that's going to be really jarring for families that haven't had to worry about student loan payments for more than 3 years.
How does this affect, or how could it affect people and families who may not?
I'm confused. Why would it be jarring? They know they had this payment, right? Like, or was they praying to Almighty Biden to forgive it? Like, why would this be shocking to them? They know that they borrowed $100,000. Like they kept standing in that financial aid line. They was like, financial aid, please, money, please, financial aid, please, money. They did it so many times because they only give you so much money, and people amass this large debt, right? $100,000. You had to stand in that financial aid line quite a bit, or you had to log on to that financial aid website quite a bit, you know? So for you to forget that you had this debt, that's wild to me.
Not have budgeted for this change?
I mean, truthfully, most people haven't. The problem with the student loan system before the pandemic is the government was coming for money that lots and lots of folks just didn't have. More than 1 million student loan borrowers defaulted on a student loan every year. That's another default every 26 seconds. That was disproportionately a burden borne by Black and brown families and first-generation college students. And
millions of people default on a student loan. Man, every 26 seconds, did he say that? That's crazy. And it's really Black and brown people. That's crazy. And you know, there's a saying that said Black women say they are the most educated group in America. But the truth is, they have the most debt. You know what I mean? They're dealing with the most student loan debt. And they ain't the most educated. They're the most enrolled. And so when these kids go off to college, they get these senseless degrees. They get their masters in social work, right? What's that? They go get a doctorate in liberal arts, right? And then it's like it's a basket weaving degree. It don't mean nothing. You spent $100,000 for nothing. You should have, instead of you just biting the bullet and saying, I can't do the STEM stuff, you take the easy route and take this little easy ass degree, this easy course that don't got shit. They got no money behind it, and you got $100,000 of debt just to go be a school teacher to make $40,000, $50,000 a year, which is damn near poverty right now. In these times, this inflation, $40,000, $50,000 a year is not cutting shit. You feel me? And that's what's happening. They ain't getting degrees in STEM. They getting these little bullshit degrees in social work, education, liberal arts, and stuff like that. I mean, if you're going to borrow debt, I wouldn't suggest it, but let's let it ride.
A big part of the reason why we've seen so much attention to this issue over the past few years is that before the pandemic, it just didn't work. So we talk to people with student debt every day, and the pause on student loan payments has been a lifeline for working families that have struggled to get their financial footing as we come out of this once-in-a-century pandemic and once-in-a-generation economic crisis. But it's not just individual stories from families that depend on this financial flexibility. It is one of the most durably popular pieces of pandemic-era policy, and it's why it's lasted so long.
Where is the best and most up-to-date place to find information about your specific loans?
So contacting your student loan company is the best place to go for.
We don't need to find out they know where they student loans at. We don't need to find out where it's at, all right? Look, man, this was just a little trial video, but look, people don't need to know. They don't need to find out. Look, because Freddie Mac gonna come. They gonna come. Where my money at, nigga? Where my money at? Give me my money, right? They gonna come to your door. They gonna come get their money, you feel me? So you no need to worry about where you need to pay this money, because they gonna come get it, I promise you. And let's talk about solutions, man. Let's talk about solutions. What if you find yourself in a situation where you have to pay back this student loan debt? What do? My suggestion to you is, hopefully you saved up some money these 3 years going by. You know what I mean? Hopefully you was out there buying that BBL, financing that BBL. Hopefully you wasn't buying the new weaves. Hopefully you wasn't out there getting that new Kia or that new Nissan and pushing it. You feel me? Hopefully you save some of that money, right? And I say, with that money you save, pay off all of your consumer debt. Try to get rid of that car payment. Try to get rid of that credit card debt, so you can focus and knock out that student loan debt, right? Because that debt is still your debt. Now, if you can't pay that debt and you're still a young person, I highly suggest you go to the military. You could do active duty service. You get it forgiven. You get out. You get your service connected. You get service connected for your disabilities in the military. As you age, and you come 100% disabled, they'll forgive your student loan. I think if you do so long with as a teacher, what they call it, kind of like public work or something like that, you get it forgiven. But the military is the fastest route I know to help you get your student loan forgiven. But if you just go on, you got that student loan, you got to pay your debt, right? You borrowed it, you made a mistake, and now you got to pay for it, right? You can default on it, but it's going to affect you major time. Now it's not a time where you want to default on debt. With these interest rates rising on a house, houses are getting more expensive. They're not going to get cheaper. People praying for these prices to drop. I don't think they're going to drop. Only reason housing might drop a little bit because interest rates are going up, so it's squeezing out more people to buy. But the people that got money, they're going to keep buying. The ones that was investing, they invested during that hard time while everybody else was spending money. Those that saved their money and invested and grew it, they're going to keep buying money. They don't feel the pressure. That's why the rich keep getting rich and the poor get poorer, because the mindset, man, it's the mindset. The mindset is what separates the rich from the poor. You gotta save your money. You gotta invest it. The only way you're gonna outpace inflation is investing your money. Inflation in the last 5 years went up over 10%, right? Your raise was only like 3 to 5%, right? And so you took a pay cut. You took a pay cut lately. $20 is like $5 right now. You know what I mean? The only way you can outpace inflation is saving your money and investing. Knocking out your consumer debt, pay yourself 10%. That 10% invest it or save it, and just increase it at time and see if you can add more. Pick up a side hustle, you know what I mean? And invest that money. But look, I just was trying to test out this new system, right? And I like it. I like it a lot because it gives me some content I can bounce ideas off of. I can make my points better. because I do have my mind be here and there. But it's a little work working with this all this equipment and technology, right? But I'm satisfied, right? I'm happy. I'm happy I can get this content out to you because I got people out there that need this information. I'm glad I can be a voice and put this information out there and hopefully help people make better decisions so they don't end up with student loan debt. Maybe you can avoid that trap altogether because people are still pushing this college thing. You see them, when you go to next graduation, you see all those people graduating, all those caps, it's just debt, 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 debt. They're paying $60,000 to $100,000 for these student loans, for these damn degrees, right? Man, it is ridiculous. And the price of college went up. The price of college is going up and the value of a degree is going down. I don't get it. Like, why would you pay more for something that's worth less? Right now, you'd be better off just getting a certificate, going to school, completing what you get your CDLs in 3 months. Start off almost high 5 figures, right? CDLs, go to the military, all those benefits. You get training in the job immediately, security clearances, benefits, no money down home loans. I mean, come on. Go to college, pay for a piece of paper that's going up in that college is going up. Into the tuition is going up, but the degree is going down, right? Man, look, we got AI out now, right? You can damn near get all your homework done without even, what's that thing, ChatGPT? It does your homework for you, right? It write essays for you. So with this kind of stuff out and AI out now, degrees are meaning less and less now because you got AI that can complete whole assignments for you now, right? So it's easier to get, it costs more, but the degree means less, right? So the math don't math to me. I wouldn't suggest it, but if you got a free ride like me, it's free for me to go to college. So of course I go. I get paid to go to college. But I digress, right? We're going to talk about this stuff more, but I was just trying to try out this system. And remember, you guys, look, thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Until next time, peace.